Francis Ngannou just absolutely destroyed boxing. None of us expected this to happen. We honestly, God, I thought he was gonna lose. I thought there was a chance that he could knock him out. I knew there was a chance that he could at least drop Fury, but I did not expect him to do as well as he did. Aside from the drop where he did, where Fury did get a 10 count, I didn't expect him to do that good. Because honest to God, I thought Francis Ngannou won that fight. I mean, if you're looking at the fight and looking at who you'd rather be after the fight, I would rather be Francis Ngannou. I did not think he would do as well as he did, and he absolutely surprised us. I did have a full reaction to the video, but YouTube will let me post it just because of copyright issues. I completely understand, but if a part like usually when MMA guys go into boxing, usually it's a death sentence. They're signing up just to get paid, but they know they're gonna lose. I mean, we saw with the Conor McGregor fight. It wasn't as bad as Tyron Woodley losing to Jake fucking Paul for some goddamn reason, or Ben Askren against him. Although we knew Ben Askren wasn't a striker at all. It's usually just people signing up to lose. It's just the MMA guy signing up to lose. But here, there's a big argument that Francis Ngannou won. All over social media, everyone's saying he won. Everyone's saying he was robbed, except a few of the hardcore boxing fans. But we knew it was going to be, we knew even if Francis Ngannou won that fight, or at least he knew going into the fight, he knew that he wasn't going to be given the fight. Some people thought that this fight should have happened with MMA gloves to make it more fair for Francis Ngannou. And after last night, Tyson Fury should be thanking his stars that wasn't the case. Because Francis Ngannou has proved to us with the Stipe Miocic fight, the second one, with the Rosenstrike fight, and with the Alistair Overeem fight, that he has the power of Greek gods in his hands. And what we've seen from last night is that if this was with MMA gloves, Tyson Fury would have just become like one of those fighters that became on a decline after a knockout. Ngannou did almost everything perfectly. His movement, to his jabs, to the check hooks. He was being like those lead hooks and the check hooks he was throwing was just destroying him. He made Fury look like a child. Fury turned into a wrestler at a certain point. Shot a double leg and he couldn't even finish it. He turned into Dylan Dance for a certain amount of time. He was trying to work in the clinch and still getting beat up there. I don't know why he would try that. I think Fury thought he definitely underestimated Francis. I think I don't know if it was him underestimating Francis. I think he genuinely thought that he could knock out Francis Ngannou. I think one thing that we do not understand, or we do not give Francis enough praise for, is his chin. We've seen that man. Like, if you remember was it Derek Lewis or was it Rosenstrike? Might have been Rosenstrike. He's swinging wild overhands and hooks and everything, and he's getting clipped. I think it was Rosenstrike. All of Rosenstrike's punches were landing, but Francis has an amazing chin. So yeah, he's getting touched in this fight, right? But he is unfazed. I don't know if it's his poker face or if he just really is unfazed. I think it's the second. I think he's really unfazed by it. But Ngannou has a very, very solid chin. It's kind of like Rodtang versus Dean Haggerty. Rodtang's walking forward and Dean Haggerty is trying to eliminate Rodtang or just beat Rodtang. He's hitting him. But it's so demotivating when you're hitting a guy and they literally just refuse to back up. You're hitting someone and they just keep walking forward and pressuring you. That is the most demotivating thing that could happen to you in a fight. You're hitting someone and they just say no and they act like they are unaffected from it. It is scary, it is demotivating, and it's super hard to defend. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if Francis Ngannou is going to wake up tomorrow and say, it's better for me to keep fighting in the PFL than it is for me to keep boxing. Because, honestly, there might not be a single other heavyweight in the world that could beat Francis Ngannou, maybe except Tyson Fury again, that could beat Francis Ngannou in a boxing match. if he's doing that to Tyson Fury, air quotes I say as I say this, the undefeated lineal boxing champion of the world. If he's doing that to Tyson Fury, this is literally the plot of Rocky. If he's doing that to Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, all of them have been put down on notice. And let's not forget, Tyson Fury has a fight in, I think, 2 months, which is definitely not going to be happening anymore. Not after that. If not, he's definitely losing. Right? Like, Ngannou just proved that he is the number one heavyweight in the MMA or boxing. He is the number one heavyweight in the world. There is no one that can beat him except maybe, that man we call Bones Jones. Ngannou, absolute. And let's also talk about how much of an effect this is going to have on boxing. Ngannou doing this has, boxing's been falling off for a long time now. I don't even remember who it was fighting. It was Canelo's the face of boxing and all, but he had a fight recently, and you just don't see it as much. I mean, unless that's just a me thing, but you don't hear about it as much. I know Devin Haney has a fight coming up soon, and the only reason I actually knew about that was because I saw an ad on it on the PFL on the boxing match that happened recently. Boxing as a sport has been on such a downward decline, and MMA. I think MMA has played a part into speeding up that decline. And this right here, this fight, is going to make it worse and worse to keep the sport of boxing where it is, and even more so to grow that sport. It is going to keep going on a decline if fights like this keep happening and MMA guys keep doing as good as they're doing. But one thing I will say is, the only thing that's going to keep this sport alive, or boxing alive as a sport, is maybe this influencer boxing, which is honestly one of the only boxing matches or boxing promotions that have been on a steady, I wouldn't say steady increase in growth. I think the influencer boxing scene has done a lot for the Jake Pauls, the Logan Pauls, all of it. It's done a very, very good job of keeping the sport kind of alive. But yeah, it's Francis Ngannou has put the world on notice. No one thought he could. No one in their right mind thought Francis Ngannou could win this fight. And if you said that, you were a liar. If you said you thought he could win this fight, which he in my eyes, after rewatching that fight, which I did this morning, he definitely did.
What's up, guys? Thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be having my first kickboxing match at Extreme Maximus on November 11th. If you guys would like to watch it, it'll be available on Boxing TV. The link will be in the description. That's bxngtv.com. Thank you, guys.